Hello fellow rebels, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you enjoyed the last couple of videos with the bike repairs and good old crack with Paddy. If you haven't watched them already, I definitely go back and watch them. I'll put a link up there anyway, you know, the usual pointy thing. But yeah, they were great crack, and Bonnie's flying again. So since then I bought the Bonneville Haynes manual, which is like the Bible, so delighted with that. Get to know the bike a bit more, be able to do more repairs myself, you know. So that's the name of the game, keep the bike in top shape and to look after you. So yeah, we're heading up to Kilkenny today. Bit of history there that I'd found out that I'd kind of earmarked for this year anyway, to go up and have a look. And now I've had a look into more this morning and Googled it and stuff like that. It's a very, very interesting history of this particular girl in her life and stuff like that. Right, Dave? Particular girl in her life and all that kind of stuff as well. So she kind of got stitched up a bit. But yeah, it's a fascinating story, and I look forward to telling you. And find the plaque first, and then I'll be able to tell you. And there's parts of Kilkenny that I'd passed forever, and I didn't even know that they were nice bike. I didn't even know that that was part of the history, or the history behind it. It just looked like a normal building in the city centre. I didn't know the history of anything. So it's something that I hope you're interested in it anyway. But I'm definitely interested in it anyway, so that's why I'm going up in the first place. And then just pass it on to yourselves if you like that kind of history. So let's get out of the traffic in the city first. I'm going to head up to Kilkenny, then head up to the Marble City. See, Kilkenny got onto the stone there, so the hurling season's starting again. Up to Deise. Going back to the video last week with Paddy and the other two before that. Well, the other one, I had the extra one out then as well, but I really learned so much in the last 2 weeks, going through the bike and all that kind of stuff, and the confidence levels as well. Like, you don't realise the things you can go and try to fix on the bike, that end up being so much simpler than you think. You're afraid the bike is going to fall off, or that everything is going to fall off the bike and you're not going to be able to get it on. That was my feeling, you know. It really was, and that you will get that feeling if you try it as well. But then you'll realise that things like that can be simple when it's done right. There's tons of videos out there. You know, sometimes the videos that show you the things not to do are the good ones, i.e. my ones. And then that's how I learn. You learn through mistakes, or you learn through the experience of others as well. Like I said, Del Boy's garage video was fantastic. I had a look at it already this week for the front brakes, and we're going to do the front brakes soon enough as well. Even just to clean out the calipers. I can see the pads are rusty on the back, but there's plenty of meat still left on them, so you know, it's not great on the eye to look at them rusty, but you have to look really close. So they do their job on the good side of it anyway, so that's the main thing. But I might try to open it up and clean the calipers anyway. There'll be no harm in doing it. And then, like I said, I can change the front brake pads then when they wear down as well. So all stuff I will make a video of as well. Hopefully I can make the videos better as well on that, because I know what I'm doing, and I won't have 100 different tools. I know the exact few little tools that I need, and that keeps away from just getting confused with everything, because you're trying to work out everything on the bike, and then you're trying to find a 14 and pick up a 13 and a 12 when you actually don't need those. You just need your 14. There's a 5 pin on my one. Now, it mightn't be for everyone's, it'll be very different for everyone's, but if you have a Bonneville, it's a 5. and I don't know what it's like on the other bikes and stuff like that, but you learn by doing, and you learn by seeing other people doing as well. So like I said, if you haven't seen the videos, go watch them back, and if you've watched them already and you're doing it yourself, go watch it back, and it might give you that bit of confidence just to kind of tinker with your bike a bit. It saved me a lot of money, and it didn't cost me in the quality of the bike. I just learned more, you know, like I'm not going to go near the engine and stuff like that, like servicing and all that. I don't have the facilities to have it up on the bench, you know, to be doing servicing as well. So I'll get that done either by Paddy, or I get it done in the garage in town, or Freeman Motors, you know. But stuff like that, like the engine and wiring, I wouldn't go near, you know. Brakes and all that, yeah, I'll give them a go. Now I have the Haynes manual, as I said. I'll have a look and see what's in there and see what I can work on and stuff like that as well. So look, it's all learning, like out on the bike, it's all learning, you know. But yeah, I really enjoyed them videos. I loved making the last video with Paddy. It was just some crack, and that's what it's all about, you know. You're learning but having the crack as well. Life is short, but life can be good as well, so enjoy the good things in your life and enjoy the good people in your life as well, you know. But enough of my ceremonies for today. Let's get into Kilkenny and let's fly in this plaque, and then we can get on with today's story. We're just in the city centre now. Look at that church. It actually looks like the roof is missing. I always think that, like, because there's usually like a spiky top on a church. Just looks a bit weird without just flat at the top. Kilkenny Castle over there. Right, it's up this little gap up here, but we're not supposed to go up here, but guess what? We're going up here. Okay, let's try to find this place. I'm gonna pop off here for a second and see if it's up this way instead of driving up here in a pedestrian place. So this is the tussle that's now actually the town hall, and this is where Petronella was then flogged and eventually burnt at the stake on the 3rd of November 1324. Hers was the first known case in Ireland or Great Britain of death by fire for the crime of heresy. How crazy is that? Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I've passed this place loads of times and I've never ever known this story Until now. Well, that was a fascinating afternoon, I must say. The story itself it's a dark story, but it's a story I wanted to tell you. And when I found out about it, it was very interesting when I seen the plaque. But then when I delved further into the story, it was actually crazy, you know, to think that somebody was burnt alive because they thought they were practicing witchcraft because somebody's fourth husband had died, and then the maid servant was burnt at the stake, you know. So Petronella never really stood a chance, and all she was was a maid servant, you know. But yeah, fascinating story. I hope you really enjoyed it. I enjoyed telling the story, showing you where the places is, finding it myself as well. And until next time, you know yourself, Deise Rebel out.